I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to please. Hey, the next one I'm getting Jujube. Peace, family. Wanted to get on real quick. I'm actually about to go into work, but I wanted to check in real fast and just kind of talk to you about a few things. Um, just wanted to tell you right now, there's a few things that I'm celebrating. One, you know, as of April 12th, we're a few days past our last frost date here in Zone 7A. Today is Friday the 16th, and I'm actually like 4 days past the frost date, which is great for me because, as you all know, I lost about, I would say like 90% of my seed starts, and I'm having to start them over. So, according to the Farmer's Almanac, frost, we should be clear, and that way I can get out and restart these things that I lost. I mean, I lost all my tomatoes, most of my squash, lost all my melons. So I'm excited about getting out there to start those, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be doing a little bit later on. Um, I feel like I probably should wait a few days because it's been, the weather's been so crazy. Like right now, it's cold, but you know, ideally we should be, ideally we'll be fine. You know what I mean? So I'm happy about that. The other thing that I'm celebrating is today is my uncle's birthday. Y'all have heard me talk about my uncle before, chocolate vegan. First off, happy birthday, Unc. Yeah, I love you, man. I do, man. I really do. I'm happy about that because, it's the anniversary of his birthday. My uncle he's also a YouTuber. He's been doing it for a long time. He's been doing it for years. And he's got two channels. One is Chocolate Vegan, where there's a few things he's documenting at once. One is his journey with, at the time, veganism, which was cool because, like, if you had questions about doing that, even now, like, if you're thinking about going vegan, he answers a lot of questions. He does a lot of experimenting. He talks to a lot of different people. He has, things that he was doing out there regarding, his vegan lifestyle. He also was documenting his journey with just growing food. Now, he, at the time, when he was doing that, when he started that channel, he was living in New York. Apartment that he was in was right across the street from Central Park. If you're familiar with New York, I mean, the living quarters are very, very small. So he's in this small apartment, but he's like growing things. Like he had food everywhere. He had food all through his apartment, growing. He was experimenting with hydroponics. He had food growing there. He also had stuff on his balcony. So for those of you who grow in containers, or for those of you who grow in small spaces or want to grow in small spaces, check Chocolate Vegan out. And I'm going to leave links to both of his channels because he's got two now. Just check that out. And he also documents on that platform his journey from moving from New York to having a house built out in Arizona where he's at now, and just doing this thing out there. He documents everything. He documents his failures, his victories, his setbacks. He documents it all. Even when he was discouraged and things like that, all of that is documented on that platform, which is cool because he's 100% open. It's not him just putting out the things that were like great. He's putting out everything. He has another channel now called Desert Boerboels. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. And this is going to be him documenting him giving up this house, like selling this house that he's at now that he had built, this castle-like house, so that he can start like really getting into homesteading. Where he's at now, he's got an HOA. and they're very particular about what he's able to grow on his own property, which I think is ridiculous. So he's moving. So he's going to be documenting that on his second channel. I'm going to leave links to both, like I said. Now the links that I'm leaving, it's just one video. It's the same video on both channels. He put it on both platforms, and it's actually a video that he did, um, you know, telling his subscribers to check my channel out. And I like that video because not because it's talking about our channel here, but he did his version of Ashy. For those of you who may be new to my channel and are not familiar with who Ashy is, there's a video that I have off top. I can't really remember the title, but it was featuring a friend of mine. His name is Ashy A. Haynes, Hainez. Check that video out so you'll know what I'm talking about. But he does his version of Ashy. He actually calls him Ashby, and he says it's Ashy's cousin. But the video is hilarious. On top of that, he also does his rendition of the Fruit Tree song. But he's good because he has a lot of information on growing things. I mean, the man, this is who I get my moringa seeds from. He's like the moringa whisperer out there. And he also collaborates with people who are doing the same thing, people he met through his channel, um, that live out in Arizona, people who he's met out there who have also, kind of, who are also experts, or I don't like to use the word experts when it comes to gardening, but they've been doing it for a while as well. So he's got a lot of great information. His Desert Boerboels page is, like I said, he's going to be documenting his move from his house now to him moving onto his property where he'll actually have acres, and then he'll start building up his actual homestead. So if that's something that you're interested in as far as getting into homesteading, this will be a great channel for you. I mean, it's a brand spanking new channel, the second one. But he did put that video on both platforms, which, I was honored by because, like I said, new channel. But I'm going to leave links to that. He's also going to be breeding these dogs. They're homestead dogs. I think they're called Barbarian Boerboels. But he's going to be purchasing one. He's in the process of doing that now. Then he'll get into breeding them. So you'll see his process from the beginning to the end. He's very open about what he does. And actually, when I considered doing a channel on top of Led's challenge, I was also inspired by him. Not to get all into history and sob stories and things like that, but I grew up. I didn't have my dad around. It was my mom and me and my three younger brothers at the time. And of course, when you're in a situation where you're a young man, you don't have your dad around, you kind of look to other men as examples. So you check him out, you'll see how and why I am the person that I am now. He's been a huge factor in that. So yeah, I mean, I'm ecstatic for him. He's celebrating another year, and I'm celebrating right along with him. So check his channel out, subscribe to his channels. Just kind of follow his progress because, you'll get a lot of good information. When you go, just say happy birthday, Unc. VA sent me. And, check out this video, man. This video is hilarious. It's very, very funny. But anyway, like I said, I got to go to work. I'm going to catch up with you all a little bit later to tell you about the other things that I'm celebrating at this point. And I will talk to you soon. Peace.